example. The sacrifices he made for our family and this country. As veteran specialists, Hires Baxley Funeral Service helps us celebrate Dad's life and can help you too. Hires Baxley is here for you during your time of need or when planning for the future. For more information, call 352-484-0891 or visit hiresbaxley.com/choice.
Hey there, I have a question for you. Is your roof asphalt and does it look like it needs replacement? Did you get quotes and were you in sticker shock? Would you like to save not hundreds, but thousands of dollars? Did you call RoofMax? Well, call RoofMax with their patent-pending technology, which can add years to your roof without needing to replace it. And it's easy. You just pick up the phone for a free quote. Plus, they use state-of-the-art satellite technology to measure your roof. So, if your roof is over 7 years old, then you should call RoofMax today at 352-639-2777. That's 352-639-2777.
The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
Johnny, what are you doing in the bathroom? What are you saying? Wait, where are your toy cars? Oh no, tell me you didn't. Honey, call Mike Scott Plumbing.
I didn't do anything.
For once, that's true, but little Johnny flushed his toys down the toilet and now it's broke.
Yes. No. I'll get the phone. What's the toll-free number?
866-314-4443.
Got it. 866-314-4443.
Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, they do it.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. Let me set this scenario up for you that most of us in this country don't know anything about. Of the 380 million plus people we have in this country, more than 25 million people in the U.S. have trouble speaking and understanding English, including immigrants, refugees. Imagine you're one of them. You've been injured and taken to a hospital. You can't understand the nurses, the diagnosis, or treatment. You're lost without somebody helping you understand what people are saying to you. Well, now there's help. It's immediate, it's available 24/7, and it's just a link away. On the phone lines today to explain is someone who has experienced firsthand that fright during a medical emergency. Andy Panos is president of U.S. Telehealth at UpHealth. He joins us along with medical interpreter Guadalupe Alvarado to talk about the frightening moments if somebody can't understand what doctors and nurses are saying to him. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's something that I don't think about because I'm a German immigrant, and my dad spoke fluent German, but he didn't speak it around the house because he wanted us to learn English. So I've always been, anytime I go to the hospital, I've always wondered, deaf people have sign language interpreters that show up, but who helps these people? Well, Andy, you can tell us firsthand who helps because it happened to your family. And what happened to your family? Tell us about that, and how did that spark the way to help thousands of other people across the country?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. At one point is that, our priority is to provide that greater access to quality health care for everyone, and that it really does include our underserved communities. And so, that really starts at the language side of things. My brother was injured while traveling through Mexico, and we learned firsthand that what a language barrier was. The providers didn't speak English. We didn't speak Spanish. And that fear and that anxiety is what really drove us to, find a way to help the communities that don't speak English or who are deaf and hard of hearing. And so we developed our platform that hospitals can use and create access for our folks that come in that need the services.
Well, what's the service called? How does it work when you go into the hospital? Can patients use it when doing remote doctor visits? And is there any cost? Boy, I gave you a lot to answer there for me.
I appreciate that very much. So the service is called Marty. It's by our company, UpHealth. And what's really great about this is it's a completely free service for our patients that come in and they need the services. Really pretty simple. The device is set up on an iPad or the phone, and the patient comes in. We have great messaging within our hospital clients that really put that message out that the services are available, that they don't have to pay for it, and that they kind of have a right to have that interpreter. They bring in our device, the Marty device. The languages are listed on there. There's 250 different languages listed on the device, plus American Sign Language interpreters. You were just mentioning the deaf patients. So we actually do American Sign Language on there as well. Provider sees the language, pushes the button, an interpreter comes onto the screen. That level of stress of our patients go way down. Great communication happens, and that patient gets better.
That was my question. 250 languages. I think you cover pretty much all the languages that we know of. There may be some dialects we don't know of, but 250 is quite good for coverage. Let me ask Guadalupe. Guadalupe, now you are an interpreter, so give us a play-by-play from your end when you get notified. What takes place, and then what are the reactions you get from the patients and families that are in need of that medical interpretation because they're not understanding what's going on around them?
Yes, good morning. When we receive a call, we like to introduce ourselves to the providers and the patients and their families. We let a brief introduction of how we work. We let them know we interpret on the first person, so it's a good communication, a good flow. The providers are relieved because now they will be able to understand their patients, to see what is wrong, how they can help. And the patients are relieved as well because now they can communicate with the providers and tell them what ails them or how to get the help that they are seeking. And I think something that is great about our services is that no matter the day, no matter the time, no matter the situation, they can get access to us. Even on a very dire emergency situation, it's very quickly to obtain one of our colleagues to get the help that the patient and the providers need.
Guadalupe, do you find that when you come on the screen and you're speaking the same language as the person you're helping, that there's an immediate trust factor there with you because thank goodness somebody understands me?
Yes, absolutely, because now the patients are able to not use the language, but also the culture. Is a lot of cultural aspects when a person to take into consideration as well. So it's a relief that it's like, oh, great, I'm getting somebody who understands me. I will get the help. I will be able to understand. They will understand. So it's a sense of accomplishment for us as well because as an immigrant, I understand what they go through as well.
Andy, now, this is one of these great things that hospitals do, and if I knew a hospital was doing it, that would be my hospital of choice if I was an immigrant or someone of English is my second language. But how do you know if a hospital offers this service? And if the hospital doesn't offer this service, is there a way people in the community can reach out or get the hospital to reach out to get this service?
Absolutely. So a lot of our hospitals will actually put the services on the website announcing that they have it. So if somebody goes to the website, they'll be able to go under language services and see the services. If they present to the hospital, we actually have a great bit of signage that is usually put up within the emergency rooms and other points of entry into the hospital. And what's really neat about that is that those signs have the languages listed in their target language, so they can actually read it or see that their language is available, and they'll know that interpretation services are available. Now, if a hospital doesn't have it, we'd sure like them to come out and visit us at UpHealth Inc. That's all one word, uphealthinc.com. Go under services. Marty is listed there. Take you right to our site, and you'll be able to get services set up in your hospital.
Is this something you're finding that hospitals are relatively open to, saying, yeah, give us another tool in our toolbox to help our patients?
That's a great question, and the reason behind that is actually Title VI of the Civil Rights Act that pretty much said that everybody has to be treated equal. So there's some push behind that if a hospital doesn't provide the services, then they're kind of out of compliance, and we want to make sure that they understand that. So with over 25 million individuals in the U.S. that are limited English proficient, we really want to make sure that that they receive the care that they expect when they come into the hospital, as we would when we go into it.
Now, you've rolled this out in the United States. Is there interest to roll it out globe-wise? Because I'll tell you, I went to San Miguel de Allende for vacation 2 years ago, and I knew about 12 Spanish words, and I felt vulnerable. I felt exposed. It was really a sobering, eye-opening event when I went to that area of Mexico. Is this something that you're rolling out globe-wide?
Well, currently right now we're just here in the United States, and it'd be great if we could expand that out even further. As you know, UpHealth is a global company with our partners in India, so who knows? Maybe soon there'd be something along those lines. And I'm really glad that you weren't injured while you were down there, because I think you would have understood right away what a lot of folks do when they come to our hospitals and are unable to speak the language.
It was hard enough for me to go into a bar to order a drink. Okay, that was difficult enough. That was painful and scary enough. I don't want the hospital experience. I believe me. Hey, Andy, where can we go ahead?
Guadalupe can get that beer ordered for you if we need to, right, Guadalupe?
Yes, definitely.
Hey, Andy, where can people go find out more information about this great program?
Absolutely. Again, UpHealth Inc., that's all one word, uphealthinc.com. And just right there at the website, you'll be able to find us and get some services to your hospital.
Andy Panos and Guadalupe Alvarado helping us remember all of us are immigrants to this country at one time or another. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this timeout on WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370.